Hi everybody, this is Peter Tusik from Humanware, and I am coming at you with another snapshot tutorial video. This one is going to be focused on the new update to Keymail that we've released in our latest version of Keysoft, and that is the implementation of OAuth, which is basically a service. It's a secure service that allows for Google to access Keymail and grant it permissions without having to change all of those settings with less secure apps and all of those things we used to have to do. So OAuth is a new authorization method that we're very proud to have Keymail authorized for. And I'm going to show you how to set up a new account with OAuth. So it's a very straightforward process. I'm going to do one video. This video will be focused on a standard Gmail account, and then I will do another video if you have a school account. So let's say you're using Google, you have a Google Mail, a Google account for your school, but it's not at gmail.com. I will do a video that shows how to set that up as well, because it's a little bit different in terms of the server information you need to enter. But I am on the main menu. I want to add a new email account. So I'm going to press the letter E to move my focus to email.
Gmail.
Now, if this is the first time you're doing this, you will be brought to a setup screen. If you already have accounts on and you want to add another one, you could go to the Add Account option when you're in the Keymail menu. But we're going to do this as though it's a new setup.
Account setup. You can set up your account in just a few steps.
All right, so we're on our screen, the initial sort of Keymail screen where we can set up our new email account. I am going to press the letter E.
Email address, edit box.
To jump down to the email address edit box, and I'm going to press enter.
Edit box, computer braille is required.
All right, we get that lovely message that tells us computer braille is required. When we enter our email address, remember, using computer braille, the @ sign is going to be .4 with backspace. So if you need to enter an @ sign, all numbers will be dropped in the cell. No number sign is required. So if you need to enter the number 2, we would just use .23. And again, that's US computer braille. We're going to use computer braille here. I'm going to type in my email address. I'm going to use a demo email address. So I'm going to turn my speech off because no one needs to hear what this email address is. And I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to press my next thumb key.
Speech on. Next button.
And come down to the next button and press enter.
Edit box.
When I press enter, I'll be brought to the next screen.
Account setup.
Where I'm going to choose
Sign in. Sign in with Google button.
The sign in with Google option here, because it recognizes that this is a Gmail account. This is a new option, and this is going to redirect us to Google and have us sign in with this OAuth method. So this is kind of the new step here. We want to press enter on sign in with Google. Going to press enter.
Edit box, requesting authorization. Sign in, Google accounts, web view.
All right, and we hear that there is a web view. So right away, we know we're in a web view. We can use web view or web element navigation. I am going to press the letter E, and I will move down to my edit box. And I will get down to the email or phone edit box, where my email address will already be in that I've previously entered. So right below that, you could also just hit the letter B to jump to the next button. So again, a couple ways we could do it, but I'm going to press the letter B to jump down to the next button.
Speech on. Next button.
And I'm going to press enter.
Google accounts, web view.
Okay, it brings me into my next screen where I can press E.
Edit box, enter your password.
To jump to my password field. So I'm going to press enter here.
Edit box, computer braille is required.
And I'm going to enter my password again, just not using speech. But we want to enter our password using computer braille in this edit box. Press your next thumb key.
Sign in button.
And you will be placed on the sign in button. I'm going to press enter.
Request for permission, web view.
Okay.
Notification.
We get
Did you sign in?
A request for permission.
Google.
And we are now on a Google screen that's saying that Keymail wants to request permission through your Google account. This is all part of OAuth. Wants to request permission to use your Google account. So I'm going to press the letter B.
Button.
And come down.
Allow. Button.
To the allow button. So again, I pressed B twice. found the Allow button, and I'm going to press Enter.
Account setup.
Okay.
Account setup.
We're going to get a notification. There should be a security alert, meaning your Google account will let you know that you have signed in here. I'm going to press my next thumb key.
Account options. Sync frequency.
And then these are the common sort of, account settings that we have when we add a new email account. So we can choose our sync frequency if we want to change that. There is a drop-down list.
Drop-down list. Every 15 minutes.
If I pressed enter here, I would be placed into a list of options where I could change that to every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes or different options there. If I press my next thumb key again.
Notify me when email arrives. Checkbox. Checked.
This would be, do I want to hear a notification every single time an email comes in? I do not. So I'm going to uncheck that box with a cursor router key. You can certainly leave it checked if you would like.
Not checked.
Right, next thumb key again.
Sync email from this account.
Yes.
Checkbox. Checked.
You definitely want to sync email from your account. Otherwise, no emails will show up.
Previous. But next.
And I'm going to come down to the next button and press enter.
Creating account.
It's going to say creating
account. Account setup.
And it's going to put me into
account
a screen
setup.
Where now I can choose my name, make sure my name is correct on outgoing messages. And if I'd like to give the account a name within Gmail, I can do that as well. So maybe I have a work account or a school account, or maybe I have multiple
notification,
accounts,
email.
And I want to have them, be able to switch between them. I can certainly make a nickname for this account. Let's just make sure my name is right.
Your account is set up, and you give this account a name. HumanWare10. Your name displayed on outgoing messages.
My name is
Peter
here.
Tuchek.
Good.
Edit box.
That is me, and I'm going to press my next
bottom
button all the way at the
next button.
So I just press 4, 5, 6 with space to move my focus to the very bottom, and I'm going to press enter.
Add account.
Boom. And now we are placed in the Gmail menu, and we have added our account without having to go in and give access to less secure apps and devices and do some of those things we had to do on the Apex or on the BrailleNote Touch and on the BrailleNote Touch Plus. That is a thing of the past. We no longer have to do that because we support OAuth. OAuth is going to be a very safe way for Gmail to access your Google account, even without any sort of need for less secure access. It's a great new standard, and we're happy to have it implemented. And it's just another level of security that we want to be able to bring to you, and it makes it far easier to set up accounts. I will be making another video on how to do this with a non-Google domain Google account. So if you have an email address at something.k12, I will show you how to add that as well. But thank you for watching. It's been another snapshot tutorial video, and I hope to see you soon.